Hello, everybody. Welcome to her channel.
Have we finally decided that it's not mine, it's not yours, but it's hers?
It looks that way, don't it?
Is it your channel, Evie? Huh? Is it? Is it your channel? No. She just likes to, she just has to be a part of it. That's what she needs. Huh?
I mean, I can't say it's hers.
No.
Oh, all right. I did this time, so.
Yeah, okay. For once, we'll just say it's Evie's channel for this time.
So what's on the agenda?
Well, this particular video, we didn't expect to do.
No, we really didn't.
Because this particular video is a part 2. Because part 1 lasted a little too long.
It did.
So we decided that since we were going to have both Shirley Temple dolls together.
They belong to the same person.
Right. We wanted them to be in the same video, but there was so much stuff to say about the first dolls, the 1934 Compos.
There was more to do than we thought.
That we decided, well, she just deserves her own video.
Yes.
And so this is part 2. This will be on the 1957 Shirley Temple doll. And then they're going to be ready to go back to their owner.
Oh, I bet she's going to be happy.
She's going to be so happy.
Yes.
And I just can't wait to get to it. Oh, wait. Saying, we forgot.
What did we forget?
Hi, everybody.
Oh, my gosh, we did. That's because of...
Yeah, well, she does that to people. We're going to say welcome to the channel. And if you're new, it's not always this chaotic. It's sometimes, but not always. And if you are come back, you know that it's not, well, it might be a little chaotic, but we just hope you have some fun. So let's just get to the video. You ready?
I'm ready, Fred. Fred. Lee?
No.
Friendly? Friendly?
Friendly? Okay, fine. I'll go with friendly.
How about you, Fred?
Yeah.
See,
Evie, are you ready?
she doesn't mind, Fred.
Are you ready? Give Mom a kiss. Yes. Okay. She's ready. Let's go.
Well, here's another little girl that was sent to us. She's the sister of the composition Shirley that you've seen her video of already.
Yeah. Well, this little girl was actually supposed to be a part of that other video, but her sister's wig kind of took up a little bit too much time. So this little girl is going to get her very own video.
And she's wearing her original clothing, her original dress.
Mm-hmm. She's very elegant.
Yes. And her owner, even though this is her original do, wants it a little different.
Mm.
More of a Shirley Temple do. Not as crushed. She feels that it's crushed. So I'm going to give her...
We're going to leave it in the same set.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to attempt to.
And we're going to show you how we're going to do that.
And otherwise, and we will redo, you can see that she needs OxyCleaning. There's no doubt about that.
Her dress.
And her panties, which are original.
So she'll be bright and shiny and ready to go back to her owner. And I don't know. I personally don't think this will be a long video, but we shall see at the end.
It all depends. I don't think it'll be a long video. I think it's going to be a little bit. Look at this clip. I don't know if you've seen this clip before. Do you see that clip? It's an original clip.
Well, we forgot to say that this young lady is a 1957 Shirley Temple doll from Ideal.
Mm-hmm.
And she is hard vinyl. And let's see her face.
You want me to undo her?
No.
Okay.
Just let's see her face. She was looking at you.
I can't. Oh, she's got flirty eyes, guys.
Right. That's what I was trying to tell everybody. She has flirty eyes.
Yes.
There we go.
I have a doll just like her.
Yep. She's what, 17 inches?
Yes. I'm assuming she's 17 inches. I guess I'd have to get a measuring tape to see if
that's
I'm off. But I'm assuming
well,
she's
why don't we
17
take off her
inches.
net and see what kind of condition her hair is
I don't think her net has ever been off. That's my assessment. What are you stuck on? Something. Oh, really? Let's see. Okay, it was only one of the original pins. So she'll get it ironed. It'll be smooth. It won't look like a Brillo, but that's kind of the way it did when it came. And she'll get original. What is this going on? Oh, this would have been like that. Anyway, she'll get these two, but instead of just having, what do you want to call this? I don't know. She'll get a little bit more of a.
There'll be more defined curls.
More defined curls, right?
Well, even though she's in really good condition, she's a little dirty.
Really dirty.
So we're gonna.
This is the dirt coming off of her. It was white.
Yeah, well, but when you're as old as she is.
Yeah, that just means that she's.
Oops. Sorry, everybody. I didn't realize I wasn't filming.
She's in her original condition. There's no doubt about that.
Well, anyway, she's just going to get a really quick bath with a Mr. Clean. It works perfectly well on the hard vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to keep going. Well, it looks like she's enjoying the bathtub.
Yeah.
So now
she's lounging. Looks like her hair's red, don't it?
Well,
at least in our coloring, from where we're standing, it looks like red hair.
No, not to me.
Yeah. Oh,
so here's the OxiClean. We diluted it with some really warm water. Then we added some cold water so that it is just sort of a warm, not hot. Don't want it hot.
And so these are her original panties, and you can see that the age from 57. And here is her original dress, her tag, and it's just dirty.
So they're going to soak for just a little bit, and then we will be able to see how bright and new again they're going to look.
Yes. And while we're doing that, I'm doing her hair. Well, I finished washing her hair.
Well, I know it doesn't look like she washed it, but she did.
I certainly did.
But she didn't pick it out first.
No, I didn't.
Because we're not going to use her original set.
No, her original set are two. These got washed, believe it or not. Are two banana curls. And then she's got these two long curls up here, but they're not banana curls. And those are staying the same. Her barrettes didn't come out, even though her hair got washed.
Right.
And this all got washed, of course. And what I'm going to do with her hair to give this lady what she's looking for is I'm going to, where's my comb?
Well, we're going to do something we've never really done before. She is going to do each individual strand and put it back in its original set, but she's going to heal it with.
Do you see all this?
With the curling
this is
iron
because
first.
this is from the because her hair's never ever been touched, so there will be hair that is damaged at the end because of the way that they did set it. But anyway, where's my scissors? So all this extra is normal. You just cut it off.
So I want to go over something about this curling iron. So if you've seen our videos before, you have seen me show you this curling iron. And the reason this curling iron is important is because it has a digital readout. Now, what I did not understand is that this number, the 160, is actually Celsius, not Fahrenheit, because I have been trying to put in a link to this exact curling iron, but it keeps going out of stock. So I will continue to put this in because sometimes it does come back in. But if you can't find this one, they do have them that are Fahrenheit. And the 160 Celsius would be 320 Fahrenheit. Because I went on Amazon and I'm looking at them, they go up to 420.
It says C somewhere.
I don't know. But and I was like, you got to be kidding me. People are using 420 on their hair when we can only use 160.
And then
I realized it was
Celsius.
Celsius instead
Can I do
of
this,
Fahrenheit.
please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So what she's doing is the hair is very, very wet. I know if you've seen this before, you've heard me say this before, but we want to make sure that if someone is new, that they aren't trying to use this curling iron on dry hair.
Do you see? I
wet.
took one pass because I don't want to keep going over damaged hair. So each pass I go, and especially with Saran, and especially with the Shirleys of the 57, they have very coarse Saran hair.
So it takes a lot of
passes, and it'll still get curled again.
Not with the curling iron.
Curling iron is only to repair damage. And when they set this hair at the factory, it wasn't set with papers or anything. It was rolled probably on a metal and then put in the oven to heat. And so the ends are all damaged. I don't know if you can see all that or not.
Mm-hmm.
They're all damaged. And so what I'm doing is all I'm doing is healing it, and then it'll go back. I'm going to set it back in its original set. Only it's going to be so soft. It'll be beautiful. And so that's what I'm going to have to do to this whole thing. Now, let's reverse. There's no dog here, so I can lay that down. All right. I want you to see that her original set are these 2 banana curls, which I will iron and put in a curler, and they will come out, and they have a memory. Because when they heated them up in the oven on their metal curler, if you want to call them that, but rods, they'll go back to their memory.
Mm-hmm.
And this will probably go back to only being curled to here, like it was before. But this will be fluffy and clean and soft.
Okay.
So that is my project, and that will take me several hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a 57 Shirley.
So why don't you continue doing that, and then we'll come back and see your progress.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to show everybody her dress and her panties. She's still getting her hair done, but we're going to show everybody how nice they came out of the OxiClean. Definitely much brighter.
The water was definitely brown.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen them come out whiter than this. But I'll take what I can get. And not as brown as they were.
So this iron that she's using, if you're new, and I know the people who watch our videos all the time probably get sick and tired of hearing me say this, but it might be somebody's first video. And if it is, this iron that she's using is a low heat iron. Oh, honey, you lost
I lost what?
your cord.
Oh.
Won't work if you don't have that.
Oh, and I guess I didn't push it in. There it goes. Snap. Okay, got it.
Anyway, this is a low heat iron. It only has one temperature. There's no temperature gauge on this one. And it works really nice for these
vintage.
Yes, these vintage fragile fabrics.
Yes, it does. And so that didn't want to stay down, so I'm going to hold it down.
These are her original panties.
Yes, and so what I'll do is I'll use a lot. I will snip this. It's just not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
So you snip it about there. And then I will run an elastic thread, double elastic thread through it.
Right. That way she doesn't have to put in an actual elastic, but it will stay around her little waist.
Yeah, it's it's not compromising its originality because you can remove the elastic thread. I'm not going to tear it apart, you know, take off its original.
So let's see the dress real quick.
Okay, so here's the dress.
Your original attached slip.
And still pink.
It's not pink. Oh, you mean
this slightly pink?
I
yes.
see. She was talking about the ribbon. I was looking at the dress.
So what I'm going to do with this is what I do with others. You kind of pull it out. See how it wants to bunch up? You pull it out and then iron it flat. And I'll do that over the entire lace. I'll do it on both sides. And it will be beautiful.
It will.
So that's what I'm going to do next is iron. Oh, I can show them that this iron does a good job. So what I do is I just grab the fabric so I can get way up to the gathers.
You want to be very careful that you don't put a high heat iron on these very fragile fabrics.
Don't do that. It won't work, and I'll show you on this.
You'd be better off to not iron it.
Yes.
Than to use a hot iron.
You do not want to. You really don't. And besides, these little irons can get up into these pleats.
And I'll put a link to where we got this one.
They're not pleats, they're gathers.
In the description of the video.
So there you go. I'm just going to do that. And, I am going to stuff her sleeves. Because that's what I do with sleeves.
Yeah. And you will see that in some of our other videos. Some coming up or some if you've watched them before.
And what it does is I don't have to iron. I am ironing the sleeve by stuffing it.
Right. It'll just stay that way until it's dry. And it'll dry without all of those wrinkles.
Creases. Folds.
Yep.
So that's what I do with the sleeves.
Yeah. Well, those are some pretty interesting curls.
Well, we've kept these, but they still have to be. This is one of those. This is one right here. You can see that it's shiny and flat. Here is her second one. They're really hard to do because I usually don't put, when I do that, I usually don't put
that much hair.
Yeah, it's really difficult to do that much hair in one shot. And so these will be done the same way. These are the two pieces that were up on top. These two right here. This is a piece.
So I see that you used, for one of them, you used just the rod.
Just the rods because these are really curled at the end and they're not meant to be curled all the way to the top.
So what you're doing is you're just really following what the hair
tells me.
Right. What the hair did to begin with.
So you see this right here. If I take this piece and I try to find what belongs to this piece, or this piece, look, you see how it just has an automatic, it wants to go a certain way. So I don't, when I pick my piece that I'm going to do next, the piece tells me which way to go. I'm not telling it because I'm going to tell you something about Saran, especially this type of Saran. I don't care how much you iron it. It'll smooth it out. It's still going to go back to its memory. You see its memory? I washed it and you can see all this memory. And even though I'm ironing it, I'm never going to use a hot enough heat like they did on metal rods and put them in ovens at high temperatures. I'm never going to heat it that hot.
No.
So no matter what style I give it, that is, if it's opposite to what it originally was,
it'll eventually go back.
It's eventually going to say, this is where I'm supposed to be, and this is so see what it's twisted like this, so I have to follow what it tells me. That's all there is to it. And that's exactly how I'm going to do the rest of her hair. And I'll tell you, this is all damaged. That is not going to be fixed, because what they did is they had extra long pieces on this piece, and they just folded it under, which damaged it when the heat hit it. So you can struggle with that and say, well, I want every little teeny piece. I'm going to tell you, it's never going to change. They did that at a very high temperature, and it's going to do its thing. There's nothing you can do to change that. So you can see that it's turning in a certain direction, and that's exactly the way I'm going to roll it.
Well, and that's how she's going to get her original set back.
Do you see? It holds its, but it's not curled. You want it curled back. I want to give it back the curl it had, some of the curl it had, and I also want to heal it from what they did to it.
I know I didn't say it before, but that sizzling sound is just the heat hitting the water.
Oh yeah, it's just the water. It's very good to have that. And I'm holding it on there because it's so hard to heal.
So let's just see where it's at.
Well, just a second. If you want to see, I can feel it in my hand. It's not healed yet. And like I said, you have to go over it and over and over and over it. But you can still see damage.
You can, but that's definitely an improvement.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what the Shirley, 1957 Shirley, I improve it. Some of the Saran you can actually heal.
Well, you keep doing that, and then we're going to come back when you've got her whole head done, which I know is going to be a long time for you, but thankfully for everybody else, they're just going to have to wait a couple of seconds.
You lucky ducks.
She looks great.
She does.
I didn't know that's how her hair would turn out, but
neither did I.
I kind of like it. Let's see it. Give her a spin. Yep, she's got all those defined curls, and it's still in the original set.
But nobody can guess how many curlers it took to do this hair.
How many?
44.
Wow.
It took 8 hours. But she has her original set.
She has her original set.
Those are original clips.
Yep, she's got her original clips and all of her original curls.
I never took her original set down.
No. Nope. And that was a different way for you to do it.
Yes,
and she's got her original dress.
I don't know that those are original shoes.
No, but she has her original dress.
And these are her original panties, I think. And she's got her tag.
Yep.
And she had a lot of work to be done on that dress. Do you know why? Because of the fabric it was made of. When they joined it here, they just cut the fabric and they didn't do any kind of rollover. And it was all just frayed down to the stitching. That's just the way they did. They did it all the way, her whole bodice.
It might look perfect, but you should take a closer look.
Yes.
So why don't we reunite her with her sister? Well, there they are together. They've had all their spa treatments. They're
restrung and re-cleaned inside.
Yep, they're all ready to go home and on a very long trip.
Is it a long trip down there? I don't know where they go.
It's a long trip for any doll.
I make an actual box for their head that their neck lies in.
Yeah, so
nothing touches the curls.
Right.
Nothing touches the curls during the whole trip.
Maybe someday we'll do a video on how to pack one of these girls with all these curls.
Well, it's not just the curls; it's what the curls are made of.
Right.
I don't have to do that.
That's a good idea for something in the future.
Right. So nothing actually touches them. They don't get smushed. You can smush a Saran wig.
So Evie, what do you think? You're going to say goodbye to them? Going to say goodbye? Going to say goodbye to Shirley? Yeah? Yeah, that's right. Say goodbye to the other Shirley. Where are you going? Hey, Evie. Yeah? You're going to say, yep, say goodbye. Because they're going to go. Where are you going? Evie, can you sit? Can you sit? Sit down. Sit down. Good girl. Yeah. Well, we want to say that we hope you enjoyed our video. And we hope that if this is your first video, that perhaps you will want to subscribe if you'd like to see more. And if you are already a subscriber, we love having you, and we really do love reading all of your comments. And let's see. So I guess it's up to you, kiddo.
Okie dokie. Look at her. Just remember, it is possible to do it yourself.
It is. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.